Hi.
It's me, Ashley. And Chris.
Long time no see, everybody. Feels like it's been a while since I've done one of these.
Welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, we're going to do a Disney Q&A for you. Okay, guys, so today we are doing a little Disney / Florida Q&A.
Slash, yeah, I suppose Disney / Universal.
This slash that. Yeah. Let's call it Florida Q&A.
Oh, holiday. Yeah.
I'm repping Disney.
I'm repping DC, which has nothing to do with any of them, so I apologise, I should have changed.
So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. We've got lots of Disney stuff. If you haven't already, watch our latest vlogs, which were from April last year, which is what a lot of the questions today are going to cover. The questions today I've pulled from questions I got on my YouTube and questions I got on my Instagram. We're going to give our best to answer what we can.
I'm terrible at remembering things, so I've got a little cheat sheet here because I had to do my homework.
I let Chris know what the questions were a little bit early so he could make some notes.
Because otherwise it would just be me going, yeah, no, don't
And rather than give you an order for what questions we're going to answer, I put them on, well, I typed them up, put them on pieces of paper, and then cut them out and
it's a lucky dip.
So it's a lucky dip of questions, basically. Yeah. So do you want to pick the first one?
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Would you go back to Disneyland Paris? Which doesn't really relate to our last holiday because...
Well, it's still Disney related, isn't it?
When did we go? When did we go?
We went in March 2022.
That was going to be my guess.
It was for my birthday.
Yes.
We went a couple of days before my birthday. We were there on my birthday, and we left, I think, the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
Now, it was a weird one because we were here the week before. I had like early birthday celebrations with my mum and sister in the garden, and I remember wearing this little strappy vest top. We were sat in the garden. It was very sunny, very lovely. But then when we went to Paris, snowstorms hit both here and France, and it was very cold.
It was. So yes, I would go back because, as I said, the weather was. It was kind of nice to see it like all covered in snow.
Very pretty, yeah.
Very pretty. But yeah, after like half an hour of seeing everything covered in snow, then it was just a bit cold and wet.
It was cold and wet and miserable, and I mean, I must admit, I think it was the last day we were there. I had about 5 layers on, and I was still freezing.
Yeah, it was pretty chilly, which obviously takes some of the enjoyment out of walking around, going on the rides. You know, when it's kind of you get blasted in the face by Arctic winds, not the best.
Also, didn't help, I suppose. We went on my birthday to Walt Disney Studios, and a lot of it was closed because they've been redoing things, which is cool.
They were building the Avengers campus,
and they're working on the Frozen place and whatnot. So
yes, we will go back at a different time of year for nicer weather and to see what all this new Avengers stuff's all about.
Maybe
I like my superhero stuff.
Maybe once they've opened up like the Frozen realm and stuff. Realm, you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, because they're gonna have tangled stuff as well. Okay. So Chris could go get his Avengers fix.
I want to see that Spider-Man animatronic that you can see jumping and doing loop-de-loops through the air and stuff.
It's not, it's Spider-Man.
What did I say?
Yeah, animatronic, it's not, it's Spider-Man.
Oh, so it's actually Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I thought
Spider-Man.
So yes, they've got Spider-Man is actually there. He's come all the way over from New York to help out.
Yeah. Obviously, and obviously there's the Avengers rides and different bits and bobs. The Tower of Terror I really enjoyed in France. I feel like there was less like spiel beforehand and more uppy downy. I don't know, but Tower of Terror is always fun, isn't it?
Yeah. So yes, we would definitely go.
Yes, we go back. Yes. Maybe in a little while.
Yes.
Obviously, there's not as much to do as Florida, but we digress.
Yeah. Okay. So right, I picked the last one, so Ash's turn to pick this one.
This one.
Okay.
I don't know where it says. Give me a minute. How is Disney as a wheelchair user? Sorry.
Well, I suppose do they need the backstory for those who haven't watched the vlogs? Because neither of us, have accessibility issues normally.
No.
No. But the last time we went a bit. I like to make the most of my time, so it's not a case of la-di-da, we'll mill around, we'll have half a day. It's you hit the ground running and you make the most of your time and you don't really stop, and your feet paid the price, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help. I think my feet swelled on the plane. And I did the thing where you're supposed to do, you go to Disney in your comfiest pair of shoes. And because my feet had swollen, they rubbed and they gave me blisters. I bought new shoes, which then gave me new blisters, and then I ended up having to buy some Crocs. But obviously the damage was already done and it was just really hard work.
So how many days in?
about 4 days in, I think we started Thursday, it was a Friday, I ended up in a chair because it was so much agony to walk. It was horrendous.
And I was sick of hearing about it, so I figured I'd just put in a wheelchair and push
I
around.
thought it really well. I was a trooper. I had my feet in ice every night. It was not pleasant. It wasn't a good way to spend the holidays.
Yeah.
So I would always recommend, just in case there's any swelling of feet, maybe take some sandals. They're comfortable.
But to say we used a wheelchair for a couple of days?
No, just one day. It was one day. It was one day. It was a Friday because the next day was a shopping day and we took it a bit easier.
Animal Kingdom?
It was Animal Kingdom, yeah.
So
only in Animal Kingdom have I had any experience as a wheelchair user. It was one day. It cost about, what was it, about $12?
I think so. I think it's $12 for a wheelchair for the day. If you wanted a motorised scooter, I think that was more like $50 for the day.
I think it was more expensive than that, to be honest.
70?
Yeah. It was like 100 or something like that. In my head, I thought.
I had a feeling something was 50.
Maybe it wasn't.
Anyway.
Maybe bloody scrimped out.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. And more, I was thinking, if I push her around in a wheelchair all day, more calories burnt, more food I could eat. At the back of my mind. So as a wheelchair pusher. Yeah, and you know, there's no way we couldn't get.
No, I mean, I'll admit, it felt like harder work for you. I felt really guilty all day.
I didn't mind, fairness.
It just felt like, I saw a lot of people's bums as I was getting pushed around. It maybe felt busier than it was that Chris was pushing me around. Anyway, but
lower down maybe. Yeah.
Genuinely, it felt.
We had no issues getting anywhere.
We had no issues. We managed to do rides.
Yeah,
fine.
all accommodating the rides. No.
Yeah, the staff were all really friendly. Obviously, a lot of them ask you when you're on the rides, are you able to get up from the chair to get into the ride? Which for me obviously wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
Just very sore. But no, genuinely fine. I think when we went to do the Cali River Rapids, Chris's favourite.
Stupid ride.
I think they give us a separate entrance because we're in a wheelchair.
Right. Yes.
So there's certain rides that do that. I'm aware there's things in Disney and things that do that, other parks and whatnot. But obviously we didn't really need it that much.
The one we saw at was it the Toy Story shooty, and they have special. Because it's a ride that you get in, if you don't know, you get down and you sit in, and the bar comes down your lap and you're firing a gun, and there's ones specifically designed.
Oh, I think most of the rides now have.
Yeah, they'll just got a spot for a wheelchair, so you can push the wheelchair.
I think even Tron, where it's all bikes at the back, they do have a wheelchair suitable seating. So yes, all of them mostly do accommodate somehow.
Disney are very good at wheelchair.
I will say, obviously, I had a wonderful experience. It was really great. It's not everybody's experience. I have a friend who went last year, somebody I know through Instagram, and she didn't find the cast members were the greatest with her last time, but wasn't my experience. Hers might be a one-off, mine might be a one-off, I don't know. It's something I've only done once and only needed to do once.
Yeah, and only at one park. We can't vouch for Universal because we didn't do anything like that.
So I can't really speak too much, but for what I had that one day was, well, it was nice. Well, not nice, but you know what I mean. Obviously, I was very fortunate to still be able to enjoy the parks because we had the chair and Chris was willing to push me around. Yeah. So that was that. Really, like I say, it's not an informative answer, but it is what it is.
Right, next question. Dining on or off property? Question mark.
For me, and just as a very quick answer, I'd say both. I think you should do both.
Yeah, when we went last time, we went with the mindset of, while we're here, and we kind of went, let's eat here, let's eat there, when it was a lot of money. It was, I would say, me off property only because I'm a bit tight,
cheaper.
And it's cheaper. You know, I mean, the quality of the food is all great at Disney. You can't, but you do pay an extra premium for the fact you eat.
Oh, it is. It's definitely more expensive to eat at Disney.
Yeah,
but
I would say maybe one or two. Maybe you don't have to eat.
Oh, you don't have to do it every day. And obviously we didn't.
Yeah. We did quite a lot.
We did more than we did previously. Just because we wanted to try things. Yeah. And obviously you don't know unless you've tried. But I would say for the experience, it's definitely worth doing the odd meal on Disney. As a proper sit-down meal, we're talking. Obviously quick services are a lot quicker and probably cheaper than a sit-down meal, but you get the things like the character experiences and whatnot. We did Topolino's and we did Hollywood and Vine. They were both enjoyable. Hollywood and Vine was a buffet, so we probably got our money's worth there. Whenever I take Chris to a buffet.
I definitely get my money's worth at the buffets.
So I would definitely say both, but then eating off property is a little bit cheaper, and there's some really nice places like your Cheesecake Factory and whatnot.
I am a fan of Cheesecake Factory, and we discovered a really nice Thai place.
Yeah. So there's lots of options on and off Disney property. If we were to go again, I would say we would do a little bit of a mix, probably try and do less Disney just to cut the price a little bit, maybe more quick services than sit downs.
Yeah,
you know, there's ways of getting things cheaper or less cheaper or whatever.
I suppose, yeah, because we were like going out places and eating breakfast when we were out and about. I think if we were going back, I would maybe try and go to not a Target, what's the Walmart or Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Yeah, whatever. Get some pastries and have a cup of coffee and a pastry before you head out in your room.
Yeah, because you don't need 3 meals a day there and then snacks and whatnot.
That's what we were doing last time, because we had a list of stuff we wanted to eat.
Yeah. Apart from Epcot, we never scheduled anything in on an Epcot day because we knew Epcot was heavy food, snacks and festival booths, etc.
Yeah, so...
But, you know, you do what you do.
A bit of both, but I would say more off-property than on-property, just for financial purposes, really.
Yeah. But if you want the experience...
Yeah.
Do dine at Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here go.
Michael. Okie dokie. Oh. Similar then, did you prefer to stay on property?
Okay, yes, because first time we went, we stayed in an Airbnb.
Yes.
And then last time we went, we
Which obviously, if you watched our first set of vlogs, there was issues. They were a bit out of our hand, but
yeah,
it worked out okay.
No, it's fine, and yeah, I can understand why people stay off property because it's a lot cheaper, as in the cost of the thing, but
the cost of the actual accommodation.
Yes, but then you've got to think of car rental or Lyft or Ubers, getting to the resort, and then if you've driven yourself, you have to park, and that's a cost per day.
Yeah.
So that stuff all kind of racks up over the course of the holiday.
If you do drive while you're on Disney there now, it's now free to park in the resorts.
Yes, it wasn't when we were there. It was like $25 a day, I think.
No. You're hearing me wrong. On the resorts, it's free to park.
Oh, sorry.
In the parks, it's going to cost you like at least $25. Sorry, but if you're parking on the resorts, that is free parking at Disney. Obviously, if you're parking in a villa, I assume you get free parking. I don't know how it works with other hotels and whatnot. Obviously, everything's going to be a little bit different. But for what we did, we got free parking, obviously, at the accommodation, and then we'd have to get ourselves, so it cost, not petrol, what would you say in America, gas money, and it cost parking money.
Yes.
Which added up.
Yeah, because I think it is about $25 a day.
Yeah, at least $25 a day.
Parking, so obviously, you know, it's a lot of money if you're going for a week, for 2 weeks, whatever, it soon adds up. Whereas if you stay on property, yes, it does cost more than an Airbnb, but free, well, depending on where you stay.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the Disney bubble.
Yeah, so
which is a plus. You get the atmosphere.
Yeah, you get the theming. You get the free transportation.
Transportation on Disney is free to use.
So it's buses.
Yeah. So we stayed
take you anywhere.
Yeah, the buses will take you. Well, mostly we stayed at Art of Animation.
But that which has this.
Which has the added plus of the Skyliner, but because of the Skyliner, which goes to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, they don't actually hold a bus unless it's bad weather to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So if you don't like the Skyliner, then you'd have to find other ways to get there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you could get a bus to another resort.
Yeah, but we made a lot of use of the Skyliner.
We did. I love the Skyliner.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, definitely a big plus of staying on Disney. It made getting to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, we went to the Riviera, we got there so much easier.
Yeah, and same where we stayed in Art of Animation was at the top end, so pretty much it was like less than a 5-minute walk to get to the Skyliner.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, we were probably one of the furthest afield from like the reception and whatnot, but it was, you know, it wasn't for more than 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's been to the Art of Animation, we were in the Little Mermaid area, and there's a statue of Ariel at the far end.
Yeah,
and
that was our building.
Yeah, we were right there. So the
basically,
far end.
Ariel was run behind Ariel. So yeah,
I would say on property, even though it's a bit more expensive.
Yeah, definitely, because it's just so much easier to jump on a bus.
Yeah.
Because they run all day, every day, to everywhere. And like saying the Skyliner, amazing. And if there even is a slight queue at the Skyliner, we found it went like super duper quick.
Yeah.
It was just, I genuinely think the Skyliner is the way forward.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And obviously living in the Disney bubble, it's nice. You know, the atmosphere of it all, the theming of the area, and just it was just nice.
Yeah.
You know me.
Okay, so on to the next. What was your favourite animal you saw? Now this obviously relates, I'm guessing mainly to Animal Kingdom.
Well,
are there many other animals throughout the other parks?
a lot of mice.
Okay, I thought you meant as in the room. No, mine just to kind of no rodents actual, but yes, Mickey and Minnie.
Come on.
Donald.
But if we're referring to actual animals, obviously Animal Kingdom. If you've watched the vlog, you know. I absolutely love Animal Kingdom, and I could stand watching those gorillas all day, genuinely.
Yes, you could. Quite happily.
There's times when Chris is like, are you done yet?
As I say, I like to make the most of my time. It's like, right, okay, well, you've spent half an hour looking at the gorillas.
Feels like 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we should move on to somewhere else. We can come back. But let's go take something.
And little later, and I love them so much.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, I must say, they are the little ones. They're just very full of character.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I've got a soft spot for tigers, so I like looking at the tigers.
We got to see one of them really close, didn't we? There was a window, and she was literally laid there.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it was now.
That's the thing with tigers. Kind of, they just do their own. Like cats aren't they? They just do their own thing. So a lot of the time, you don't get to see much of them.
Yeah. I suppose another big shout out. Our previous trip, we never saw the lions.
Okay, yeah.
On this trip, we did. So we saw Dakari was there quite often. That's a male lion.
Okay, I say I won't.
And a couple of times we saw a few of the females. So that was really cool. Really good.
Does the Yeti count? I saw the Yeti many times.
Oh, we saw the Yeti many times.
We did see the Yeti lots of times. So I don't know if that counts as an animal.
Well, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. So
would that be your favourite?
I suppose, because it's a thrilling experience, isn't it, when you see the Yeti?
We escaped the Yeti.
Right. So yeah, Yeti, and then gorillas, tigers, top 3.
No, gorillas, definitely gorillas. It was quite a thrill to be able to see the lions this time.
Oh, you were also partial to the pig at the pet.
Oh, I was just going to keep going, and then I realised that I was going to list them all. But yeah, Charlotte the pig, she was beautiful, loved her, she reminded me of Jake. It's all of it. There was
what's the gobby monkeys?
That was one of the last time we were there, but the Siamang gibbons.
Yes.
They are amusing. I'm be here all day because I love it all. But watch the vlogs. There's lots of animals on the vlogs, so take a look at that because it is something I could talk about all day.
Yeah. Okay.
Me.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay, this one I'll probably hand more over to Chris. Little cheeky of a question, but it is what it is. How much did it all cost? And more than I even realised.
Yes, I was aware at the time it wasn't cheap, and then I've just gone back through and done some sums. Yeah. As I say, we went with the mentality of you only live once, so we didn't hold back on restaurant reservations. We ate food we wanted that we didn't really need, but we fancied the look of. So yes, we lived it to the max. So this is probably the most you'd kind of spend. And
I've just remembered there is another question, which I somehow didn't end up on the list. Okay. But it was, somebody asked which credit card we used because we didn't get, what?
Wow, my credit card.
Yes, I know. Because Chris doesn't have interest on...
oh yes,
it doesn't get charged, sorry, for using his card abroad, which is why we use that one, and yours is the Halifax credit card.
Yeah.
So if somebody had asked what credit card it was that we used that didn't have the charge on it, it's the Halifax credit card.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure there's...
And I don't know how that question's missed the list, but it comes in as this question a little bit quite easier, so we've used that a lot because there was no charge. So
last time we went with TUI for 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Package holiday,
which included flights from Manchester?
No, we flew from Birmingham.
From Birmingham
to Melbourne.
Which is the one...
Not in Sydney.
No.
Not in Sydney. Not in Sydney. Not in Australia.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a detour. Which is the one that's like kind of an hour and a half outside of... away from Disney.
Away from Orlando, yeah.
But they put a shuttle bus on, and some people say actually, because it's such a quieter airport, by the time you quickly get through there and you bus, get to your accommodation, it can be quicker than flying into Orlando International Airport and going through all their security and the plane and everywhere.
And I must admit it was like a very little, quite friendly from the staff were really kind of...
Yeah, because I think our luggage might have been...
Coming
back was over, and the guy was a bit like,
just take something from that bag. I don't need to see it and put it in the other bag, and I don't need to worry about how much it is.
That was a nice airport.
Yeah, and he was really friendly, really chatty, and just really nice. Very small airport. So I'd maybe say fill up in the parks before you get to the airport and then have food on the plane. There wasn't much there, and definitely not much veggie friendly.
I mean, it's quite a new airport at that time, wasn't it, I think? I have a feeling there was still a few bits up and like that were being built when we were there.
Maybe there was a few things that were, I don't know. Anyway,
yeah. So
it's not Orlando Airport where there's so many choices. There's just a couple of bits.
So
well, again, watch the vlogs.
2 weeks, flights and accommodation, staying at Art of Animation.
Yes.
Cost £3,500. Then there was an extra £1,000 on top of that to get you Disney tickets, which kind of came with the TUI holiday, but an additional price.
Yeah, and obviously you get the memory maker with that, which is all your pictures are included, which I think is a really, really good thing.
Yeah, so if you're going around, I mean, you've got the apps on our phone, you go around, you spot the people with the cameras.
Give them the little scan your magic band.
Scan your magic band, take a picture of you, and then it pops on your app.
Yeah, it comes on the app, and you don't have to worry about taking pictures yourself.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a really, really good thing.
But I think you tend to find most times, wherever you get your tickets from these days, Chuck Magic.
I think when you're in the UK,
yes,
they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's £3,500 for the holiday, £1,000 for the Disney tickets, £650 for our Universal passes.
Okay.
And then on top of that, when I've gone through totted up my credit card bill, as I say, we spent money frivolously. Yeah, whatever that word is. So we booked the restaurants in advance before we went, because you do have to book some of these restaurants.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to Disney, you need to book 60 days in advance.
Yeah, like as soon as your booking window opens.
Especially if you want some of the more popular restaurants, otherwise you're gonna lose out. You might stand a chance of getting a walk up, some cancellations, but I do advise definitely to try and book that 60 days out.
So booked lots of those before we went, and then when we were there, we were just, if we saw something, we got it. We didn't think about the cost. We thought we'll deal with that when we got back. So my credit card bill was about £3,500, I think, by the time I got back. So all in all, that was about...
When you think about it, that was 3 meals every day. That was merch. We got quite a bit of
we bought stuff. Yeah, so we didn't scrimp on anything.
No.
So that totals about £8,500 for the 2 weeks, which is a lot of money. But it was, I want to say, once in a lifetime.
It's a learning curve, I would say.
Yes.
We've learned how to do, we could save next time.
I think we could easily knock £1,000, £1,500 off that.
Yeah,
or
just by being a little bit more sensible.
Yeah, as I said, like kind of buying a big box of pastries from Walgreens, and breakfast could be, because coffee's free, so you can have a
get that in your room.
Cup of coffee in your room and a pastry before you go out, and that could be your breakfast. A little snack at lunchtime, and then one big meal at the end of the day, you know, because kind of the snack portions of the
and just to say, if we're talking about budgeting, any age at Disney, you're welcome to order a kids meal.
Yes.
The dawn
and the portions
and the kids' portions are pretty good.
Yeah, are adequate. So you know, you could get a lunch you could get a kids' portion of something.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you could share a couple of kids' meals between you, whatever.
Yeah, and then a big meal at the end of the day. Yeah. So I think we could easily knock £1,000 off that.
Yeah, I mean, there was certain days we did like 2 sit-down meals, and we didn't need to do that. I think it was just because we wanted to try things.
Yeah.
For example, obviously Magic Kingdom Day, we only did one, so we did Steakhouse 71 and we did Tony's. And Luna's barking.
Just give me a second. Luna! Sorry, I stopped there to do with the dog. She was barking at one of the neighbours. So yes, it was expensive. We could knock that down to reckon about £7,500 for the 2 weeks.
Disney isn't cheap. There's cheaper ways of doing it. There's more expensive ways of doing it, but at the end of the day, you let them enjoy yourself.
As I say, you're talking about £5,000 just to get there and to get access to the parks. That's before you've eaten anything.
And again, if you were to get a villa, it might be cheaper, but you wouldn't have the transport included in that. You'd have to buy rental. You'd have to rent your car. You'd have to get the fuel. You'd have to bring out the parking.
Uber there or live there every day, forward and backwards. So yeah, maybe, as I say, if you stayed off-site, you can maybe get that a bit cheaper.
Again, it depends how many of you is going as well. I think obviously if we went with your lot, we stayed in a villa, didn't we? And maybe if there's more of you, staying in a villa would work out.
I suppose, the fact that there's 2 of us, obviously we can't.
Sorry, recording timed out.
Yeah. So yes, as Ash was saying, if there was a bigger group here, a family of 4, a family of 6, whatever, then you could do it a lot cheaper because you.
Yeah, spreading the cost of a villa is going to be a lot cheaper amongst more of you, and obviously if you've got a bigger car to rent, $25 between a few of you.
Yeah. So I reckon our £8,500 is probably the most you'd spend. Absolute max for 2 of them. Maximum budget anyone would spend going to Disney for a couple of weeks.
I mean, I know people who've gone there and spent thousands just on souvenirs.
Well, yeah, that's
so it's everybody is different.
Yeah. So there you go. That's how much we spent. Next question, Margot.
Yes.
Was there anything you wish you had done?
Always.
I'll need to talk too, because as I say, I did this and I think I answered no. Well, I say we did everything. I'm very OCD and I take a list and I ticked everything off my list.
We did and we didn't. I mean,
sorry, I did make a note. I'd wished I'd ridden Guardians of the Galaxy ride and Velocicoaster like loads more times because there's never enough times to ride those things.
I feel like I need to turn that off. I feel like the lighting in here's got less bright. But I suppose actually it relates to a question I've been asked a lot, not necessarily on these things, but how long do you have to go to Disney to do it all? And so long, basically, to do everything. You can't. You just cannot do it in a few weeks.
Everything, but I would say.
Well, you can get a good amount of stuff you want to do. You have to prioritise.
Yeah. If you plan, I think a couple of weeks and a lot of planning, which is what we do like to do. I mean, as Ash says, you can't do everything. Because, but then
there isn't a way anyway.
I'm not bothered that I didn't go on the Dumbo ride. I'm not bothered, the first time that we didn't do E.T. I'm not bothered. There's things we've now done once.
I almost wish we didn't do E.T. That was an experience. But anyway, sorry, I know it has a lot of fans. No, but I think it depends on who you are, what you want to do, and again, it depends on when you go in as well, because ride times at busier times of year are going to be so much longer.
Yeah.
At certain times of year, I know, and certain rides. I mean, we did, on our first day, we went and rope dropped Rise of the Resistance. We were on Rise of the Resistance and off it within like 10 minutes of the park's opening.
Yeah.
And it was bonkers. I mean, that first morning at Hollywood Studios, I think by 10 o'clock, we'd got so much done, and I was like, I did not know that was the time. So yeah, it depends what you're doing. Rope drop's obviously worth it if you want to do a bit more before the day gets crowded.
Another related to a previous question, is that another added bonus of staying on property?
I suppose, yeah, not just rope drop. We obviously, because staying on property, we were getting a little bit earlier than rope drop.
Yeah.
So that was definitely an added bonus of staying on property, because that extra half an hour, I think it is, it makes such a difference. Like say, we'd done Rise of the Resistance, we did Smuggler's Run. Yeah. We went into the Toy Story Land, we did the Alien Swirling Saucers, we did Slinky, we did Toy Story Mania. I think we got all like that done before 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's definitely worth going early. I mean, that was the day we went from early entry to after park close, and that was a lot on our first day.
Yeah. We tend to plan on 2 days at each Disney park, apart from Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, we did get a second day, but not like a full day.
Because Magic Kingdom is very kiddie based. Yeah. It's aimed at.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the rides, if you've done it once, it's okay to not worry about doing it again.
Yeah. Whereas there's certain rides at the other parks that we like. Obviously, you like to see the animals more than just one day. There's all the Star Wars stuff at the Hollywood Studios.
You can't just ride Everest once. Obviously, there's a festival booth at Epcot.
There's so much to do at Epcot, food-wise, and you need a couple of days to go around that. And then Universal, we tend to plan 3 days, like kind of a day each, and then a third day to go halfy if you want to. So I reckon. What
was the question?
How long do you need to go for?
It wasn't even that.
Was it not?
No, it was. Is there anything you wish you'd done? And yet we digressed.
Oh God, yeah, we went off the board there, didn't we? Sorry, I do apologise.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Answering a completely different question.
But no, basically it takes you a long time to get everything done that you want to do. So you have to go in with the attitude of you're not going to get everything done every single time you go.
No.
And you need to go with that attitude or you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But obviously, of course, there's things that we
you're
did.
going to end up with massive blisters on your feet because you've tried to fit everything in your first couple of days and get pushed around in a wheelchair.
But no, there's things we haven't done that we could do, would do, should do, maybe. Chris is looking at me like there's nothing he wants to do.
I've ticked my list off. I've got the evidence. I've gone through and tick.
There's lots of things we haven't done.
Yes, I know, but there's things you don't feel you need to do.
I mean, for goodness sake, if you wanted to eat at every restaurant quick service, you'd have to go for years and years.
Yes.
No, but there's lots of things. We've never done any of the shows in Animal Kingdom. We've never done the Lion King, the Nemo show.
Yeah.
We've not done the Beauty and the Beast show, which I'm not as bothered about, but we haven't done that. There are extra tours you can get, which is kind of bucket list stuff, but there are that type of thing.
Yeah.
There's lots in Animal Kingdom. You can go like behind the scenes and stuff. That's really cool. There's one in Magic Kingdom where you get to see the behind the scenes and stuff. There's lots. There's just so much stuff. Yes, there's things we wish we'd done. no, we didn't feel like we were lacking.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think I came away going, no,
Yeah.
well, apart from, I wish I'd gone on that, because I think we did Guardians of the Galaxy once, twice.
Because it was,
it's a new ride.
I think it's still the same now, you have to join that virtual queue
yeah.
early doors, which we did, and then if you wanted to do it again, you'd have to fork out money.
Yeah. So that, and then Velocicoaster, I can never get my fill of Velocicoaster.
We did that a lot of times, and we did that from the front, jeez.
Yeah. Hands up all the way. That's the way to do it.
That was a lot. Anyway,
not enough.
We'll move on. Sorry. This was a question I got on one of the YouTube videos. Where was your magic band from? Now, our magic bands were the ones we got from the very first trip we went. They came in with our attraction tickets, I believe, which we collected from Planet Hollywood in Disney Springs.
Disney Springs, yes.
Yep. And they all came very much the same colour. I think they were Star Wars ones.
They were like a grey Star Warsy themed one, or Galaxy Edges themed. Did they have Chewbacca on? I can't remember.
No, I don't know if they were very grey. I can't even remember because we bought stickers online, so we could customise them.
So there's a website called magicyyourband.com, and you pretty much just buy packs of stickers that
go over your magic band.
Go over your straps and go over the faceplate, and we got a selection. My sister. Like, do you get a Frozen?
She got Frozen.
Just like Frozen got one, you got
I got Tangled.
I got a glow in the dark Iron Man one. And I can't think what my mum and dad got.
I think.
My mum got a purpley sparkly one.
I think Dad got some kind of Star Wars.
C3PO, R2D2.
That was 2021 now, we're on 2024. But another thing I would say, as well as that, is I personally think it's really worth having a magic band.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So it's like you can open your room with it, you can set it up so you can charge things to your card on it. If you've got any fast passes or anything for any of the rides, you check into the rides with it.
As I said, with the photo pass thingy.
And the photo pass, you scan the magic band.
So it's just convenient having.
It's definitely a lot easier than getting your phone out every time, finding where your phone is.
And I don't think that I got $20 for the basic one, because I know they've got Magic Band Pluses, which have more features, but I think the standard
they're
ones.
expensive, and like I said, a lot of the time you can get deals with like attraction tickets and whatnot where
they come free.
They come with your ticket. Sorry, Jake was looking at his bum, we had to cut.
Money wise, I think you can get them for like $20 because they sell £20, but you kind of get.
You get a lot in with your attraction tickets.
When we went there, like kind of as Ash said 2 years ago,
2021,
we got them, and the batteries last like.
Well, obviously we got them in 2021, and then we went in 2023 last year, and they were still working fine.
Yeah, so they do last, but you can either get them bundled with your tickets or you can buy them.
The
online.
Magic Band Plus ones, I think they charge as well, so they pay extra, but you can keep them longer.
Yeah. So definitely worth it. Was that the question?
Yeah, Magic Band, where the sticker thing came from.
Sticker, yeah. So yourmagicband.com. Check it out. Yeah, because we've got all different types of styles. And
whatever
stuff.
you want.
Yeah, cool.
I think you can even customise them, possibly.
No, you could, because that's what I did with my sisters. I think I made her Frozen one. I think the rest I bought, but I think I actually designed her Frozen one for her, because she's all about.
No, it had to be both girls and not
So this question: did you enjoy going more the first or second time? For this, I kind of went. I had to say, first time was with my sister, with my mum, dad, and sister, and it was at Christmas time. So my mother loves Christmas, and my sister loves Disney and stuff. So to see it through their eyes, or to see them experience it, was quite interesting. Ash's first time, so. I'd done a quick visit previously, but it was all new and fresh, so.
It's a hard question. I think it probably doesn't matter how many times you go to Disney, it's always going to be a magical, enjoyable experience.
So so the first time it was all new and exciting, seeing being with mum, dad, and sister. Second time,
your experience and everything.
Because we'd been before, it was, I'd say, less stressful.
Yes, you knew where you were going.
Knew what to expect.
I think obviously we had the added bonus as well as we stayed on property.
Yes.
And I think that just made things so much easier.
Yeah.
It really did, and I love both times equally, I would say.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I think it's nicer to have more familiarity.
Yeah.
If you're going back, because then you're not stressing half the time how to get from there to there, and you've got a bit of knowledge behind you. You know what you want to do, because obviously if you go in the first time, you're like, don't want to get this done, don't want to get that done. Is that worth doing?
This, that, and the other,
you have a better idea, so I think it is less stressful.
Yeah. But Christmas was always nice, and obviously last time we went, we didn't do Christmas. And Christmas just adds an extra element to it. Christmas is pretty.
Weird in Florida though, for it to be warm and Christmassy.
Yeah. So first, second time, yeah, hard to say. Both had the pluses.
I think, like I said, every time you're going to go, it's going to be as nice of an experience, really.
Yeah.
It's just going to be maybe different depending on what you do.
Yeah.
So there, that.
So yeah, not the best answer. Yeah, kind of first or second time, both. Sorry, cop out. Right, there you go.
Okie dokie. Favourite character meet and greet?
So Ash is all, and when I initially looked at that question, I was a bit like, oh, meet and greet, stupid. Ash loves her meet and greets.
I don't think we did, well, we didn't do any the first time we went, so this is another difference, probably the second time. It was because COVID, you could go meet them, but you had to stay at a distance, and some of the meet and greets, well, a lot of them weren't on, there was only a select few.
And I was just going to hand this question over to Ashley, but then I forgot I got to meet Darth Vader. So, and Darth Vader was pretty cool. I suppose my little running with Chewbacca as well. That wasn't necessarily my meet and greet. I was wearing a t-shirt with the Stormtroopers.
Yeah, you'll have seen it on the vlog.
With Stormtroopers on, and he wasn't impressed.
No, he came up and he was like...
Yeah, no, he wasn't happy with me. So that was a good experience.
Yeah, and do you know what? I actually really enjoyed meeting Chewie. He was quite fun. Yeah. As well, yeah.
In fact, then Darth Vader gave me grief because I did another Star Wars t-shirt on, but I was like,
you can't please them all.
No.
You got the Stormtroopers give you a shout out as well when you were wearing a Stormtroopers t-shirt.
Yeah, Stormtroopers t-shirt. So yes, I did enjoy the Darth Vader meeting.
Me meet and greet.
Well, you have got a soft spot for Rapunzel.
I've got a soft spot for Rapunzel. It's hard. They were all really enjoyable, I think, to be honest, and they all.
You liked your...
Yeah, I was just going to say Pluto. Absolutely loved him. Seeing Mickey and Minnie in Animal Kingdom in the safari get up.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that.
What about, was it Topolino's Terrace?
Topolino's Terrace. I know, I had a load in my head then, I was trying to get them all out at the same time. Topolino's Terrace, I love the little outfits and the interactions there are lovely. Minnie had a fabulous dress on, she was lovely. Mickey in his painter's get up, had a little bit of a chat with him about that, making a mess. Told him he was customising his outfit.
The buffet? Who was at the buffet?
That was the Hollywood and Vine. That was again fun. There was Goofy dressed up all smart, Mickey, Minnie and Pluto again, he had his tie.
And they have got, I mean, because there's
they are so good.
There's the meet and greets you go and queue up for and stand and you kind of stand with them, take your picture, hi, have a little interaction, and then there's the food related ones where they do loops of the room and kind of come round to your table and you get up and have your picture and have a bit of banter with them as it were.
And the funny thing is, obviously, a lot of the characters, well, the ones that aren't face characters, for all they don't speak, it's actually really fun interactions. Because I remember first being like a bit daunting, thinking like, well, what the hell am I going to say to him? But it was just so easy. It was really easy and so much fun. You know, considering we didn't have a child to pacify it off. I've just lost the things 1 minute. You carry on.
Okay, so yes, they're good at what they do. Is actually, I'd say they just, because of, technically they haven't to mime, you know, conversations with you, and they are very good at that.
Yeah.
So,
and I think other than if you're in the restaurants, I think they just kind of come around on their own. But when they're in the parks doing the photo ops,
another one.
They have. Sorry. Kevin's just a wanderer around in Animal Kingdom.
He came up trying to steal my food.
Sorry,
yes, she came around to steal my food, which was chicken, which is really weird.
I didn't manage to catch on camera by the time I got my camera, it all just happened. Yeah. But Chris was having the buffalo chicken chips from Trillo Bites, the dinosaur place just outside of Dinoland. And Kevin came over and tried to pinch them.
Yeah, so I did.
She was like, I'm having some chicken. And I think the guy with her was like, no, you don't want to be doing that. It's a bit cannibalistic.
Yeah, so actually when I think about it, there's more.
There was so much going on. And that's the beauty of Disney. I think you can just be walking around and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's Daisy just wandering past. And I think I saw Grumpy and Dopey just wandering past and then went to stand for the photo op and I just toddled along after them and I was the first one to get my picture taken with them. And it's just the randomness of Disney.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't really count as a character meet and greet, but the Arctic fox and thing when you walk around Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's only at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's only Christmas time. They've got like little puppeteers walking around and they've got various animals, a big polar bear.
They're really good. They are really good. But yes, they are Christmas time.
So they've got seals, foxes, polar bears, reindeers.
So good, yeah.
They are very good.
A lot of things.
Very cute animals.
But I think just depending on what time you are, there's different things all the time. Obviously Epcot's got various festivals and there's just so much going on, and we've digressed massively. I know, sorry. From this.
Meet and greets. We're talking about just random encounters in the park. So, Darth Vader, you never picked your favourite?
No, because there's just so many. Possibly, no. I don't know. Ariel.
Okay, oh yes, okay, if you are a big Ariel fan.
I met Ariel, I just realised it was one of the ones I didn't mention. In my Ariel get up, I had my ears on that my friend had made. That was really cool. She was very pretty. No, I love Safari, Mickey and Minnie. I love Topolino's. I love do you know what, actually, possibly Pluto in Hollywood Studios, because it was our first day and I think it set me up on such a high. It's actually my profile picture on Facebook.
Okay, so check it out. Find
Great,
what's Facebook thingy?
Plug
yourself.
Carry on.
Okay.
Lots of pictures on my Instagram, and I do have a Disney Instagram, which is itsmeAshleigh. I'll link it.
Okay, this question is, where did I get my spaceships t-shirt? Would it have been on the vlogs or
it'll have been on the vlogs, and it'll have been on the Q&A.
Yeah.
I'll drop in a picture of Chris's t-shirt that we're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what, hold fire.
Oh.
Hi, I'm back, sorry about that. I thought rather than actually just posting the thingy and go get it. So, this is my spaceships t-shirt. So it's kind of got Epcot in the middle, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Novacore, I want to say symbol, and whatever their ship is called. I'm not sure what it's called. So that's the t-shirt that they're referring to. I got that from Epcot. You can tell by the Epcot. Is it called the Star? What's it, the Epcot big globe thing called? Is it called the Starship or?
Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth, yeah. Spaceship Earth. So, got it from Epcot, and I got it from the big old shop, which I had to ask you about, which is...
It's got a connection shop.
Connections.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the biggest shop in Epcot. It's kind of just behind.
I think the ride is just opened, so I had quite a bit of...
There's obviously, there's Guardians shop as you exit, obviously has t-shirts. I don't believe you had that one.
No.
But obviously, that was a year ago.
Yes, I'll change that, who knows. But yes, for now, that's where I got that t-shirt from, so that's a quick one.
Yeah, job done.
Yeah.
Right, is it me or you? No, me.
No, you.
What was the best food you ate this trip? This will take some narrowing down.
Yeah, I had to do my homework for this because Ashley remembers these kind of things, and I have to say to Ash, what did I like again when I was there?
I mean, for me, easy, the best thing I ate while we were there, and genuinely one of the best things I've ever eaten, was the vegetable Wellington from Steakhouse 71. Surprisingly, as a vegetarian in a steakhouse, genuinely just one of the nicest things. And I suppose it's something different as well. As a vegetarian, you tend to get lumped with a lot of hummus, a lot of veggie lasagnas, a lot of burgers, etc. So it was just really nice. It was a really tasty dish. And
I realised that this was the one question that I meant to ask you about and never got around to asking you about it, so I don't know. What did I like?
To be fair, if you've watched the vlogs, you'll know what we liked. Chris is very partial to sweet food, so he likes. You had a few like milkshakes and things. You had obviously the Cheesecake Factory. Chris is very partial to.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
The Cinnabon fried things. What were they? They weren't Cinnabon.
Oh, Gaston's Tavern.
No, but that was good actually. Gaston's Cinnabon.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Epcot.
The Epcot, they had
Brunch Cot.
Yes, Brunch Cot. They had a booth there. That would maybe be if I could only go one place because they had like a weird Fruit Loops milkshake drink.
That was a good booth. I believe it was Brunch Cot.
Yeah, and a French toast dippy stick things. Were they not French toast?
I don't know what they were.
Anyway,
there were cinnamony things that had bacon on.
I thought they were French toast.
Maybe they were. I can't remember. If you watched, you'll have seen it.
Yeah,
they had
those things were very nice.
Avocado toast thing as well was beautiful from there. And the
But
peach
I wouldn't really
Bellini.
call that. Is it a meal?
It's just the best thing you ate.
Maybe then.
But there was so many nice things. Tony's was a revelation to us.
Yes, Tony's was very nice. I would never go and meatballs and spaghetti, but there was some.
Sorry, Luna's now eating the bits of paper that Chris has discarded. I put mine on the side.
Okay, I'll put mine on. Luna's now chomping on them. Yes, Tony's was very nice. Really nice meatballs, really nice garlic bread, really nice.
I'm trying to think of all
mozzarella
the
sticks.
places that we went and things we had, and seriously watch the vlogs because we talk about what we eat when we eat them.
Yeah.
There's just so many different things, and it's hard to narrow down. Like I said, that one thing stands out for me. Is the veggie Wellington.
And I
but
couldn't
there
tell
was
you
so many nice things.
I couldn't tell you the favourite thing I ate last week, let alone like last year.
Yeah.
So sorry, as Ash said, watch the vlogs and we'll tell you.
Yes, absolutely. We tend to try and record our thoughts as we do it because I know that Chris is hopeless.
No, sorry, it's my bad. Rank the parks. This is going to be completely different for both of us. I'll let you go first.
God, yeah.
I'm going to take it in turns. Do you want to do your list? Because there's what, the 6 parks, if you include Universal and Disney.
Oh, God, yeah.
I wasn't including water parks.
Well, no, we won't bother with water parks. I mean, to be fair, we've only done one.
Yeah, the water park's completely different.
It's only Blizzard Beach. Was it Blizzard Beach? No, Typhoon Lagoon, sorry.
Okay.
It was Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach was closed. Disney tend to only have one water park open, and we never did Volcano Bay, which is Universal's. Yeah. So we'll stick with the theme parks. It's hard to rank. I prefer Disney parks over Universal, I think, but I do appreciate that Universal has better rides. Favourite park. Are we doing favourite first?
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom, you know, I just genuinely think it's got the best atmosphere of all the parks. It's got the animals, it's got some really good rides, some really good food, some good characters, experiences, etc. It really, I just the ambience, the whole thing of Animal Kingdom is just amazing for me.
See, I'm pretty locked in on my favourite, second favourite, and my least favourite. It's a 3 in the middle that I'm kind of a bit about, but my favourite would have to be Universal's Islands of Adventure, just because of, as I said, the rides. You're about the experiences, I'm about the thrill rides. Food and thrill rides, and Universal's Island of Adventure has the best thrill rides.
I find it's really hard to rank just Disney without including Universal.
Velocicoaster, Hagrid's magic bike thingy. Yeah, it's just, they've got the cool rides going on there. So
Doctor Doom, that's your favourite, isn't it?
I'm better at it.
I've
never been a fan of those rides where you sit in a chair, whoosh, shoots you up, and that. But I do force myself to go on it. Last time, a few times I've been. I'm a brave boy.
No, it's really hard to rank.
You should have written it down.
I know, but I did read that question as I typed it up. I don't need to look at yours because I know it'll be different.
We'll go on what's second.
I don't know, because when I was thinking about it in my head, I forgot about Universal.
Well, I'll mark off because I keep an eye. So you've already
Animal Kingdom, 100%, absolutely. It's the next few. It's a tie between 3 for number 2, and I can't think which order I would then put the others in.
Well, you're going to have to decide.
Give me one moment.
Well, while she's blabbing on or thinking in her head, my second favourite, I would have to go Hollywood Studios, because
I was almost leaning to do that as my second one.
Well, you can do. We're allowed to have the same one, but it's got all the Star Wars stuff. So you've got a couple of thrill rides thrown in there. You've got a couple of decent rides in the Toy Story area.
Yeah, I think I was contemplating making Hollywood Studios. My second, because I remember we did it and it was our first full day, and it was just so enjoyable because there's just so many rides there, so many different bits and bobs to do. They've got some good food. They've got the jalapeno cheese pretzel. They've got the Ronto roasters, which is really cool. Ogres is a pretty damn cool experience. The Hollywood Vine was nice.
Yeah.
There was lots of character meet and greets. Probably the most character meet and greets we did was at Hollywood Studios.
So that's definitely my favourite.
Yeah, Tower of Terror is just amazing. Yeah. So for me, Tower of Terror, food, characters, Hollywood Studios, I believe. So
that's going your second spot then, do you?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's...
Okay. Well, my third spot, I'll give you a few more seconds to think.
No, I think I was... No, I don't know.
Right, I'm going to go Epcot for my third spot.
Mine's either Epcot or Islands of Adventure.
Okay. I'm going to go Epcot because it's got the Guardians of the Galaxy ride now.
Yes, I was going to say Guardians and food.
Yeah, food. And you don't like it, but I like the Mission Mars.
Christ, no.
I like the Mission Mars ride.
Mission Earth, Mission Space. Mission Space.
Mission Space.
Yeah, and it's the Orange Tracks Mars.
Okay, I thought it was called Mission Mars. Anyway, she'll know
Mission
better than I
Space.
do. Mission Space. That ride, Ashley doesn't like it, I really like it.
I've done it twice now, and I've decided that's it. That's enough. I may possibly next time you go on the orange, I'll maybe see how I feel about the easier green one.
What else? What rides have they got over there? They've got the test. Well, they've got a test track.
Test track, although we have heard that they're closing shortly for refurb. It's becoming a whole different ride. Yeah. They have the Frozen one, which you loved because you got splashed.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, it was an experience. It's kind of one of those.
It's great, but I can often have such a long wait, and I don't know if it's worth the wait. It's a bit of a Peter Pan one, isn't it?
Yes, I wouldn't say it's worth waiting over an hour. Yeah. If you've not done it, maybe check it off your list.
We've done it in Paris already because we didn't do it the first time we were there because it was only virtual queue and we just never got around to it.
But as I say, just there's so much food and drink to be having at Epcot. A few decent rides scattered amongst them.
Yeah, it's quite.
So it's a good day.
It's a nice picturesque park. I loved the Flower Garden Festival. Everything was so pretty. It was ridiculous. Just everywhere there was these lovely sculptures and pretty flowers. It was just so nice.
What's your ride with your dangly feet with a wonky Eiffel Tower?
Soaring, I was going to say.
Soaring.
Soaring.
Just make sure you get the middle one.
Yeah, middle. No, middle top. Was it middle top that was best? Middle top.
Yeah, Soaring.
Yeah, if you get in the middle, it's a lot better than either side.
So what was your third spot? You didn't pick, did you?
We were probably Epcot.
You were at Epcot.
And then I'd probably go Islands of Adventure.
Then you go in Islands of Adventure number 4. My number 4 is Animal Kingdom. Well, I know, but I'm all about the rides. And yes, it's got Yeti or Everest.
Everest. For me,
and
Animal
it's got
Kingdom,
the Pandora.
It's the ambience, the whole. I think the theming is probably the best.
Yes, it's definitely the best theming out of all of them.
Absolutely.
It's a very nice park to walk around. But just...
I think, to be honest, it might be a way, but I do plan on making a video on why you should visit Animal Kingdom, because I see so many comments and so many things about Animal Kingdom being like a half day, quickly blast through it kind of a park. There's so much to do. Like, we've been like at least twice every trip, probably like 5-6 times now, and we've still got bits and bobs we haven't done, and I haven't stood at the gorillas all day.
So what's your 5th one, dear?
Magic Kingdom.
Okay, Magic Kingdom. Mine would be Universal Studios.
Magic Kingdom reminds me of being a little girl.
Okay, see, I don't have that memory to fall back on, so that's why maybe if you've been keeping track, Magic Kingdom's my bottom one, and yours is Universal Studios. So that's bottom 2.
But then saying that,
see, I was torn between Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Universal Studios because they've all got, like, Epcot, not as many rides.
But the snacks are amazing.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom.
But they do have Guardians, which I think is one of the best rides at Disney.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom, got the animals, got a couple of rides, but not as many as Hollywood Studios or Islands of Adventure. And then Universal Studios, which is my 5th place.
If I'm going to put it last, it's only because...
It's not bad.
It's not bad. And I liked it, to be honest. One of my favourite things we did last time that I just... It took me by surprise was the Born.
Yes, that's very impressive.
That was so good.
The Bomb, Supremacy, Legacy, whatever.
The crepe stand's nice, but then they don't always do very nice veggie options, to be fair.
Just
very limited menu.
The rides and the more
it's a lot
sit
3D.
Down 3D sit down experiences or being in buggies and 3D glasses and stuff, which are fine, but they're not very thrilling.
They're not as great. I mean, no, even Gringotts I felt like was a letdown. When we first went and we did it the first time, as it started and it felt quite woo, I thought, oh, it's going to be amazing, and then it turned into like another 3D one, really.
It's not bad to say, but just...
No, not bad at all. Just
the other ones are that much more enjoyable.
Just like if you go to Islands of Adventure, they're definitely more thrill rides. I'm trying to think what's the best ride in there, and I would just say the Men in Black. It's not the Men in Black. The Born experience thing was probably better than bloody hell. The camera's running low on battery. But yeah, I don't know what favourite ride. Definitely not ET.
No, again, I'd off the top of my head.
Not Rip Ride Rocket.
Shooty. So I don't mind Rip Ride Rocket. I know you jostles you about that. I like a roller coaster, so maybe that. None of the City Down 3D rides. Born was the thing I was most impressed by, that I came out going, well, flip,
same.
Not Fast and Furious. That's terrible.
I'm just going to swap the battery. We'll carry on.
Finish? No,
but I think it's going to cut out. But carry on, go on.
That's just Magic Kingdom, bottom of my list for Ashley's reason. It's a kids' park.
I love it. It makes me feel like
a kid. It's got a couple of rides.
You cannot go without seeing the castle.
Yes.
It's and you have to go. It's the whole experience.
Yeah.
But the rides aren't as thrilling, but there are some good ones. It's the busier of the parks.
Yes, and it's more busy with kids, and we're not.
I mean, we tend to go. Most of the rides we went on, we had screaming kids. It was like a little bit much on them. I love it though. I do love it.
I know.
I feel really guilty ranking any of these, by the way. So whoever asked this question,
childlike Disney, because you see the castle, but it's just as a grown up, there's not as much there as the other parks, I would say.
Well, I mean, probably for me more than Chris, but there is that childlike just wonder of it all.
Wonderment, amazing.
Yeah, every time you walk around and you see that castle, it's just as
impressive,
lovely as the first time. But
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't but mine was Universal Lands of Adventure #1, 2 Hollywood
Animal
Studios,
Kingdom.
3
Hollywood Studios,
yeah,
I did.
Yeah, 3 for me, Epcot.
I went Epcot.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom for me, 4th.
Islands of Adventures.
Okay, so that's pretty much the same, slightly order. And then Universal Studios was my 5th,
And I did Magic Kingdom, then Universal Studios.
And I did Universal Magic Kingdom. So that's kind of a quick breakdown.
Okay.
Battery's about to die.
We'll be back in a minute. New battery, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so question time.
Oh.
I picked the last one, I believe.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I keep opening them upside down. Oh, were your Croc Sandals comfy to wear all day?
I didn't wear any, so it's nothing to do with me.
Honestly, I don't feel like I can give a completely unbiased opinion because my feet were screwed by the time I got them. But they were so much better on my feet than anything else I'd tried.
I know. Yes, thank you. I know.
Because of the shape I got, where it was like a zigzag, it missed all my blisters, and it meant I could walk around the parks all day. I now have them in other colours, so that goes to show they are good. I've used them on several holidays.
Oh yes, to say that when before we went away, you were like, ugh, Crocs.
Yeah, they're like Crocs.
And now how many pairs do you own?
I don't know.
How many pairs do you own?
Like 8. Not Crocs, but like the sandal-y versions and things. Because they're comfy. I mean, we went to Lanzarote and we walked like in the town, like 3/4 of an hour each way.
Yeah.
And I did wear them, and absolutely fine. I've worn them quite a bit since in like warmer weather and on holidays. So I do recommend them. You get them on Amazon, sometimes I have them on offer. Yeah, it's a comfy shoe, and I think if you go at the times of year as well when it's rainy and you don't want to be wearing trainers. Luna's knocking the camera, I think, but
she's just gone and headbutted Jake. Nice resting.
Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're going in more of the rainy season as well, it's probably a good idea to wear something like that type of sandal so your feet aren't going to get wet. Or if you plan on going in Cali River Rapids.
I was going to say, if you plan on going on a stupid water ride that you get soaked and spend all day with wet shoes and socks, then yes, maybe that would be a better option. Stupid ride. Anyway.
It still amused me. He's still really angry about that ride.
It's got soaked. It's like the wettest I've ever been in my life.
So funny. I really wish we'd put the GoPro on for that one.
Oh, stupid. Once again, what is the red lipstick that you wore? Well,
was that you?
Yeah.
It'll have been what all my lipsticks are. It's what this one is. Maybelline Superstay. I will link it down below, the exact colour, because I can't remember what the colour is. I've got a lot of them. But Maybelline Superstay, I find they stay all day. If you eat oily food, that's maybe how they come off a little bit. But generally, they last me really well for the park day. So Maybelline Superstay.
Next question.
Haha, it's me.
I know it is.
Oh, we did this one already. What was the favourite animal you saw? I'm guessing I picked it up when I dropped them on the floor because you
This
were
is
throwing...
why.
You were throwing them on the floor.
Exactly. What else are you going to do with them?
I put them on the side.
Oh, put them back in there, apparently.
I accidentally dropped to the floor, so when I was picking it up, this one obviously didn't look very screwed up.
Does that mean we missed a question?
Yeah, it's fine.
Or have you dropped one that we didn't answer?
No, it's fine. Right, sure. Look, I've got another question, Chris.
Okay.
We're answering. Restaurants that you must go back to from this last trip.
Well, as discussed earlier, I'm terrible at remembering food and places we ate at. But I did have a go, I think. I wrote one thing and then stopped.
Okay, I don't think that there's anywhere we went that was like really disappointing that we wouldn't go back to be fair.
Ah, no, because I stopped because I made a bigger list further down. So,
Crikey.
I mean, not that big.
Go on then, sorry, carry on.
Tony's, as I say, really nice meatballs and spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
Which is not something I would ever usually order off a menu, but
They were like crazy meatballs. They were like
massive.
two
But
big old
lots of
things.
people online recommend them, and I'm glad I went with them because they were very, very tasty. The garlic bread, which was like garlic bread with a
Cheese sauce.
cheese sauce poured over it, very nice. And the massive mozzarella sticks, which again, if you've seen the vlog,
Yeah.
monsters.
I've also put that video on my Disney Instagram recently and it's doing very, very well. A lot of people like the cheese pull.
Yeah. So they're toothsomes. Now, we had a bit of a mixed experience.
Yeah, I mean...
But the chocolate bread, if you go, get the chocolate bread. The chocolate bread is amazing.
Toothsome you always hear a lot of good things about.
Yes. It was a little bit hit and miss, but you said when we went, we were both feeling...
It was a day we weren't feeling great. I must admit, it was the worst day I felt while we were there.
I think we were both a bit run down and maybe got a bit, not fluey, but we were both feeling not 100%.
Yeah.
So I don't think our taste buds were up to much for that
I think
day.
we'd actually had to lie in a little bit that day because we didn't feel great.
Yeah.
And then I think we called it slightly earlier, maybe, than we would have done. But
so chocolate bed was nice, even though I wasn't feeling very nice. I would want to go again. I'm big, as Ash said, sweet person, milkshakes, and they do have a lot of good milkshakes on offer.
Like cakes on top.
So I would want another milkshake, and I'd be willing to try their other foods. So I want to go back to Two Thumbs for that reason. Cowfish. Now we've done cowfish a few times. First time we went, you really enjoyed it.
I did. I got the bento box style where you got various things. I'm
a big burger fan, so I think first time I went, I was with me, as I say, my mum, dad and sister went, and we kind of got 3 burgers to share. But by the time they all came out and we divvied them up, they started to go cold, so it didn't impress me that much.
Yeah, an issue getting cutlery for them to cut them up.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Second time we went...
The first time I went, I'll just say, the bento box thing I got, very nice. I got a little veggie burger, and that veggie burger was so nice. I was like, next time I come, I'm going to get the veggie burger.
Yeah, so because you had such a good experience, and mine was a bit hit and miss, we went again. You got the same thing?
No, I got the veggie burger because I was like, oh, and it was a bit of a letdown. It wasn't as good as the little one. It just felt really dry and I
can't think what I got. Could we go back with Marlo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the second time. I think it was fine.
I think you got a burger of some variety.
Again, another burger, because I'm a big burger fan. I think I googled, it was what's the best kind of burger, and it was okay, but a bit of a letdown. And I don't know why we attempted it the third time, but the third time we went...
I think we'd watched a video.
And I got a crab, salmon-y, tuna, I think it was a tuna burger, but the bread bun was rice wrapped in rice paper.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think what it was called, but that was...
Leah's seen it and I'll link it.
That was very nice. I really enjoyed that burger. So I would go back and either get that burger again or just try, I don't know, because they have so many burgers. I am a big burger fan.
I think as a vegetarian though, you were limited to certain sushis, this bento thing or the veggie burger.
So, hey, who knows? I'll maybe get the tuna burger and another burger just to make sure I'm going to get something I really like and then get something that I might also like, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world.
I wouldn't really rush to go back myself, but I like the idea of it.
Yes. Cheesecake Factory.
Yes.
I mean, I know lots of people might be like, oh, it's just your standard...
No, but it's so nice.
It's nice, massive portions.
Somewhere I would 100% go back to.
Lots of, I mean, so many choices. How many things are on the menu?
Like
200. I think
like 3. I was going to say 300 and something. There's pages and pages.
Yeah, so many options.
And the appetizers there are good enough to be a main meal. And to be honest, some of the appetizers are that nice. The avocado egg rolls.
You're a big fan.
They're a good fan. I like the sweet corn tamale cakes. They're beautiful.
I can't think of anything particular. I just know I enjoy it. And then the cheesecakes, I say, I'm a sweet tooth, I've got a sweet tooth, and the choice of cheesecakes are amazing. So even if you go, what I tend to do is we go fill up on savoury and then I'll take cheesecake home and that's my breakfast the next day. So Cheesecake Factory, definitely. And then last time we went, we discovered, I don't know how we discovered it, if we were just a bit sick of maybe, or we couldn't think of anywhere on property to be eating. We ended up going to this random Japanese place called Tsunami Sushi and Thai, and it was
like a Thai place.
Or Thai place, I know it.
Just as you said it, I was like,
well, it's a sushi. That's what it's.
Okay.
I read
Sushi
the tsunami. Yeah, Tsunami Sushi and Thai, which did Asian food, let's call it. And it was so nice and
really cheap.
Really cheap. Yes.
Bonkers. And in comparison to Disney, whoa! Like appetizers were like $6. Well, probably less than $6, and mains under 10 or something.
Yeah,
and they had offers on.
It was all so nice.
Really nice.
Yeah. So I highly recommend those guys. Go check that place out. The staff really nice. The server lady was really canny, really friendly, bubbly.
Yeah, like a whole. It did have like a Japanese atmosphere in a way because they had lots of tellies on with different things and.
Yeah, watching lots of pet videos, animal videos, while waiting for food and stuff.
So cute.
So yes, so that was. I want to go back there because that was very nice. There you go. That's what
you got. Steakhouse 71, like I say, as a vegetarian, impressed me no end. Absolutely loved that. I really loved Tiffin's. Only issue was. That was the last day that they were ever serving the tofu dish I had, and they were scrapping it off the menu. So I haven't really tried to big it up too much because
I can't remember what Tiffin's or what Tiffin's looked like.
Tiffin's had like they had like butterflies on the back wall and they had all the lit up animals.
We kind of sat in the
middle-ish.
And the last we talked about dogs.
Yes.
Right, okay, I do remember that. I don't remember what I got, I just remember the
you got like shrimp and grits and I can't remember.
Was it steakhouse where I got the
egg and bacon thing?
Yeah,
that
was
was
what
steakhouse.
Disney's favourite dish or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember these things.
But sorry, anyway, the tofu dish I had was bloody amazing. It was so good, but because it was the last time that ever we're doing it, I don't think I've mentioned it a lot because I didn't really want to. Excuse me. I also got the lamb salad as a starter, which is salad from what they grow at Epcot, and that was beautiful as well. I think I was possibly more impressed than you were.
Okay.
But very, 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 very nice. Possibly you were slightly let down because your grits weren't as nice as when you were at Steakhouse 71. But you thought it was alright.
Hash House a Go-Go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to get around to that.
Possibly. Okay. I've got my head's just going through.
Just remind me, said grits and just maybe I know not grit related, but House Hash a Go-Go, which again isn't on property. It's just a franchise. But they do some very nice, a good spot to go if you're going out for the day shopping or you're not necessarily going to a park.
Somewhere to fill up, good brunch.
Yeah, very nice food.
Really good.
Yeah. And you get cocktails, get a free glass.
I was just trying to go through kind of like our time in our in order. So we did. There's a lot. If you've watched the vlogs, you know what we like to eat. There are definitely standout places, places we would go back, but then there's so many more that we haven't tried, and that's the thing. It's that difficulty of, do we go back to what we know we like? Yeah. Would we go and get something new? I always
have a similar thing when I have an Indian. We don't have an Indian curry very often, and when we do, it's like, I could try something new and it might be amazing, but I know I really like this, so let's just get the same thing because we know we like it.
Yeah. But yeah, so many nice things, lots of nice food. Obviously everybody's a bit different, but generally watch the vlogs because we talk about what we eat on them.
Yes, it's mainly like half the thing we discuss
or
talk about is...
We like food.
Yeah, food. Okay, my go?
Yeah, 2 left.
Ooh. How did you get from Disney to Universal? Now, as I say, if you are staying at an Airbnb, chances are you might have your own car, so you just drive from A to B. Because we were staying on property, we didn't have access to a vehicle, we looked at your taxi services, your Lyfts and your Ubers. Now, for the first, I want to say a few days, we compared prices from Lyft and Uber, and it just turned out that Lyft were always that much cheaper.
Yeah.
So we just
and you got like
Lyft.
A discount if you said to come within, right? Because I think you could choose to come within 5 minutes or come within 20. And to be honest, the ones that came within 20 were so much cheaper, and they usually came within about 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
So we did tend to use that a lot.
Yeah.
Lyft. We got the app. And
then something that we didn't really do, which we could do, I think you mentioned it a while back, is you use the Disney's internal free transportation to get as close as you can to Universal. If your resort's far away, use Disney for free.
So you could use a bus. So, for example, we could get a bus to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then whatever's around Animal Kingdom, obviously the Lyft to there is going to be a lot cheaper. So you can save money doing things like that.
Yeah. So I don't know which with the Disney parks is closest to Universal.
I don't know.
No,
I think
but they say so get
Magic Kingdom. I would maybe guess.
So get the free transport there, and then book your Lyft from there to Universal. I mean, obviously you're going to spend more time, but you might save yourself a bit of money. So it's up to whether.
Depends.
Yeah.
I would just Lyft from your room because
it was
they'll come pick you up more or less right near your drop off at your particular room number.
Yeah.
And
what we're talking, like $20, less than $20?
Oh, it was all really cheap.
Yeah.
So absolutely, because we even priced it up because there was a day where we were going to be mostly just using Lyft. We priced it up if it was worth renting a car, but the fuel and the parking and whatever, it worked out way cheap to get Lyft.
From the accommodation to the park and back every day, and then we'd have to get from our accommodation to Universal a few times, and then we had 2 days of shopping, which was like 3 or 4 different malls we wanted to go to. So I think we actually did end up doing the maths, and it just worked out.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper to get a Lyft.
Yeah, as in LYFT.
LYFT.
Yeah, not just.
I'll mention it for
coming on the highway. Can I have a lift, mate? Yes, the actual app Lyft.
There is an app, sorry, called Lyft. I believe it's like a little pink icon.
Okay, so.
Last question.
Okay, I'm just going to double check that because that's one Ashley dropped. So. Proper in the past, food really great. It's probably best food yet. Favourite animal, and second time, how much it costs, change the food,
Because it's quite OCD, you need to be
It's all if I just said you dropped one and then picked another one up. I thought, well,
no, I dropped them all and I thought I just picked up.
Ah, okay.
Right, anyway. Okay. It's the last question. The very last question. So they do a supernatural convention when it's the last question. Sorry, it's not Disney related. Last question. Would you go back again? I would.
I should hope so. Because we have booked to go back again. We are going in September this time.
Yeah.
We've never done September. Apparently it's another quiet season.
Yeah.
Because we always tend to book when it's going to be quiet.
Yeah. So all the kids are back at school.
Yeah, so we've done the...
It's going to still be warm, but not as hot as it is in August.
Yeah, we've done the November, end of November and December, which is after Thanksgiving, before Christmas. So that's a bit of a lull. April was quiet because... we don't know why. I don't. It's just...
February is meant to be possibly the quietest, but it's a bit colder, so you'd probably love it.
And it's apparently September isn't too bad.
Yeah,
so
meant to be really good, quiet crowds.
We're going
back September. We're staying at Pop Century, just across the lake from where we stayed last time in Art of Animation.
So we have access to the Skyliner again. We're going with Virgin this time. Last time it was TUI, so we're going with Virgin. Flying from Manchester.
Yes, I believe so.
Manchester.
So there will be another vlog series coming.
Yes. So
obviously hit us up with any questions and things you're going to want us to vlog about. Feel free to do that. We'll collect questions obviously for another Q&A while we're there. So yeah, we're going back to Disney. It's exciting. So yeah, go and see Mickey Mouse.
I know, it's exciting, boy. How many months are we?
It's like
145 days, because I think I
have googled occasionally. How many sleeps?
I don't know. I made a payment off a holiday and it popped up saying 150 days, and that wasn't long ago. Or when I had a feeling
last time I googled it was like 155 sleeps.
Yeah.
Which
maybe like
was maybe a week ago.
I don't know, more than 140 days or 130 days, so there's still, I don't get excited until...
So I am in the process of, I'm trying to look and see what we want to do this time, and it's things, a lot of this, we've thought about like which restaurants would we go back to. I think you've just definitely gone Tony's, Cheesecake Factory, get in there, Shake Shack.
Yeah. I didn't even think about Shake Shack, oh my god. Sacrilege, sorry, to go back to an early question, food I would have again, Shake Shack. As I say, I'm a burger fan and Shake Shack is kind of up there for burgers for me.
So yeah, any must-do things that we haven't mentioned?
Shake Shack.
Any must-do things then that we haven't mentioned, or places we need to try? Drop us a comment, let us know what we should be looking at for our next holiday. I think we've got till like July to get our bookings in.
Yeah.
For reservations. So yeah, let us know what we need to be doing. Anyway, we've kept you long enough.
Certainly.
Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all this way through, like I said, stick around, subscribe, because we've got more Disney stuff coming. I mean, I've always got more Disney stuff coming. It's me, but yeah.
It's me, Ashley.
It is.
Okay, subscribe,
thumbs
up.
Hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment and stuff.
I think it'll be that way, wouldn't it, on the video? Bong.
Okay. And that's that. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. We'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Bye.